Well, once again, no dialogue. I also find it really funny how in that last cutscene they're like, hands behind your heads, but everyone just sits down like, crap, we don't have hands behind our heads animation presets. Okay, God, stay safe on your end too. Jensen and the others are all in the same cell, it looks like. If they didn't notice us coming in from the outside, I think we can call step 1 of the plan a success. we got our Pegasus Knight thrown in prison with us there. I wonder how we're supposed to get Gondor to work with us. Yeah. The way she said we were trying to kill the now sounded like she might take some convincing. Yeah, what the spark does that even mean? I have no idea. But I think I want to ask Gondor about it. Lots to talk about. Talk? Dude, I'm not looking forward to raising a merry ruckus just to get out. That seemed not strictly necessary. What do you mean? You're new around here, eh? If you don't stir yourself, you'll miss grub, you know? They even feed us? Well, now, seems we have more freedom than we initially assumed here. Let's look for Gondor. I mean, you don't keep prisoners alive without feeding them. I guess just like the ability to roam is what he more so meant. Communal cell block. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I mean, what, do you mean like in the prison?
We've made some new friends.
They've been making us work the whole time we've been locked up in here. What's more, Agnes uses the stuff that we produce to carry on their war. Something that I made hurt one of my family back in the city. I don't know what I'd do. Living with that anxiety for so many years, it's enough to send you crazy. I imagine so there. Ah, so this just built up like affinity for the city.
Oh, so that's
Could well be.
doing.
Come on, get to the central cell block for morning assembly. Can't be late or it'll wind up in a punishment cell. Solitary? I mean, presumably there would be, since like the Nopon like Rico and Manana didn't know how kids were made either, you know. This cell's not this way. You better get back before the guards start giving us all a yake. We're about to wait, that's a res spot? Wait. I knew there was something new in here as well. Oh hey. No one wants to be trapped in this cesspit, slaving the rest of their lives away. I want to get out of here as soon as possible, and I dare say you do too. Well, I'm surprised that gave me affinity as well, even though that's gotta be like a thing that's, you know,
made some new friends.
Limited to this exact place in the story, right?
Peckish.
But yeah.
Do we have any snacks?
Yeah, they didn't know how the kiddos were made either in that scene where it was, you know, being shown.
Right then. Should we get a move on?
Wow. Can't even save there. I mean, I'm sure you can save in the menu, but I find it interesting that you can't save there. But yeah, let's see here. There's a freaking shop in here. If she'd have lost heart, I would have given her a good thrashing. But Gondor's gone to her wherever she goes. We're about to rank up here pretty soon. There are a lot of soldiers in this prison who I know well. It was devastating not knowing whether they were alive or dead, so it was a huge relief to see they're still alive. I know the mission here is to rescue Gondor, but I also want to make sure that we get everyone else home if we can. We're gonna stage like a prison break, prison riot. I appreciate it there. So infiltration went fine, but then all hell broke loose. Well, it's hardly a surprise. Surprised they'd let people like have their weapons in here if it's one that they put in their little pocket dimension things. Gondor's always been that way. Must be tough for poor Aggie and Augie. I guess maybe they can't be taken away because they're just kind of like tied to your person in some way. Okay, gotcha. Ruggy Scruggy. Can Ruggy Scruggy help, friends? Shosha asked us to collect stones. We need one from the prison here. Oh, Ruggy Scruggy have some of those. What do you mean by had? Ruggy Scruggy lost all of them during prison labor times. Ruggy Scruggy not slacker like Mon Mama, so try very hard to search, but too many scary people so could not find. I see where this is going. Fine, we'll go on a stone hunt for you. That's very helpful. Any color okay, so bring findings back to Ruggy Scruggy. Oh. Star request lost stones.
New friends.
Okay. Wow. Head for perimeter woodland. But yeah, that's why you say it doesn't matter if you're over level or not, but you can do it, you can get through it. Yeah, I've gotten through all the other Xenoblade Chronicles games several times, so I can deal with whatever tedious stuff this thing throws. I always get sad in the lead up to the day of the eclipse, a spectacle of slaughter. I'd rather be dying in battle. Why did I have to get myself captured back then?
We've made some new friends.
Maybe we will break people out. I don't know. Oh yeah, with a doggy cam on, you can't really see how close it is to the next level there. Identification devices work pretty well, it seems. Just take care the guards don't see our little modifications. Drawing attention to yourself by interlinking is absolutely out of the question. Got it? Yeah.
Great
So,
guys.
oh, here we go. Look at that. And it immediately went to like halfway up the next one. But yeah, so that's why we didn't get Ouroboros before, because of actual story reasons changing the gameplay. Us numbers locked up in the prison camp were all captured during missions they'd undertaken. They've remained here year after year with hardly a hope of getting out. And we have no idea what kind of life they've been leading here. Only gotten through Xenoblade 1 once, 1.5 actually, but gone through Xenoblade 2 more times than you could count. You have over 300 hours on that game. I've gotten through Xenoblade 1 4 times, Xenoblade 2 4 times, and Xenoblade X 2 times. So, with someone with, you know, playing through these games as much as I have, like, the first playthrough of a new title really is a real treat, you know? They've really pulled the wool over these Agni guards' eyes. Plenty of my comrades have been telling them that Mobius are pulling the strings, but they won't believe a word of it.
We've made some new friends.
Yeah, we're making new friends in prison. I love making new friends in prison. It's like the whole reason why you go to prison in the first place. You'll see Gondor around the central cell block a lot. Just look for 2 burly dudes hanging around. I'm sure you won't miss them.
We've made some new friends.
Yeah. Chatting to all the people. I wanted to say talking or chatting, and I kind of made like a weird combination word for a hot second. 10 long years I spent in this prison camp. It's a humdinger of a stretch. It's probably about time they picked me out for the chop. What makes you think that? My age. I don't see many old prisoners in here, do you?
We've made some new friends.
And you're not even, like, all that old. Also, again, I very much wish that zooming in all the way was, like, eye level, not waist level. I do wish. What's going on over here? That where food is served? My friends, yeah, I mean, it is one of the things that would be important there. I mean, depends on what country you're sent to prison. If you're sent to prison somewhere like the States, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you're sent to prison somewhere like Switzerland or Norway or something like that, don't really have to worry about that kind of thing. Yeah, Xenoblade 2, you have 390 hours you just checked. Wonder how many I have. I'm curious. Like, there's 90 in Xenoblade 3. There's 155 in Xenoblade Definitive Edition. So including, like, my other playthroughs, because that was just one playthrough. And I did several in, like, you know, the 3DS and Wii versions. So it's probably somewhere close to 400-ish, if I had to guess as well. And then I had Xenoblade 2 in briefly a little while back, right? Okay, a bit over 200 there. I kind of bum rushed through like New Game Plus several times, so it's not like I fully experienced the story multiple times. I fully experienced it twice and just kind of did like chill bum rushing New Game Pluses for the other thingamabobs. Sure thing. Could you spare us a few tips at the various? No, wait, 3 full playthroughs, because one on my one when it first came out, one with family, one as like a content creator and doing it as a series. And then the 4th one, I just did like a single New Game Plus of bum rushing through, I think. Yeah. Because like, I did my main full playthrough and then like a different file for with family. And then I started New Game Plus for like as a content creator. But, you know, this was in the early days of my channel and I didn't get very far. So this save file that I started New Game Plus in, I just saw it all the way through to the end. And then started New Game Plus again from there, and that was playthrough 4 was my real series. But that like very brief 3rd playthrough that was like that initial New Game Plus is like a brand new content creator. You can still find that on YouTube. That's what it was. So yeah, 4 playthroughs. 4 of Xenoblade 2. 4 of Xenoblade 1, 4 of Xenoblade 2. My 4 of Xenoblade 1 was first playthrough was the 3DS version. Then second playthrough was the Wii version on my Wii U. And then the 3rd playthrough was on Dolphin, the Dolphin emulator on PC, which I did as a series on my channel. And then the 4th playthrough was Definitive Edition, which I also did as a series on my channel. So yeah, I could count them. I have 4 playthroughs of Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2. And Xenoblade X is just like one playthrough when it first came out and then one playthrough on this channel, you know? So I've played through Xenoblade Chronicles games 10 times, you can say, and 3 here is gonna make 11, you could say, across 4 games. You could say I'm a decent bit of a Xenoblade fan, you know? But yeah, Jiggle Physics was still off-putting, but it was such a good experience. I mean, this game has that too, you know? Yeah, the music, Xenoblade 2 is probably my favorite music in this series, and probably one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, you know. Can do 4 playthroughs of this game too to complete the trilogy. It's not like I did 4 playthroughs on the channel though, is the thing. Most likely not. I am in the middle of a second one with family, alright? Should I think you spare us a few tips at the very least? Yeah, maybe. Snup on trader who got mixed up with the gen pop here. If there's anything you need, that might be a good way to get a hold of it. I've already started playthrough 2 of this game. Look, freaking right there. I'm 3 hours in, is the thing. I also found out that whenever you save, it always defaults to this slot. So whenever I'm saving, like in this file, I'm always concerned that I'm gonna overwrite this save just by mashing A too fast. So I'm thinking that I should actually start. I'm gonna start right now. I'm actually gonna start using that quick save slot. There. Because I never use that quick save slot. Okay. So now I'm good. I'm gonna start quick saving. So that, and then just like doing like a main save at the end of each session and maybe a quick save. So that if I'm playing this file and I mash A really hard and I overwrite this save file, I don't get screwed out of 90 hours. Because that is actually a genuine concern after noticing that it always defaults to this slot. Even when you're playing on like this slot here, so, you know. So I've already started playthrough 2, technically. I haven't even finished playthrough 1 and I've already started playthrough 2. But yeah. Never quick save, you monster. Yeah, 90 hours in, I'm doing my first quick save. Literally just so I don't delete my save file by accident.
I'll tell you what we should all do. Not one frigging thing.
We do nothing.
If we just
Okay,
stay
Magic
put
Conch
here,
Shell.
and the city folk keep a low profile, no one has to die for small nuts.
So that's your now.
Penny finally drops.
Aren't they going to execute you next month?
So, it'll be 10 people if that. They've got over 1,000 locked up in here. It'll barely register.
So? Lives aren't statistics?
I'm saying if you stir shit like what Bitch Queen wants, you'll have 1,000 lives on your conscience. And also, you're gonna set the world to rights? Then what's that there on your arms, on your chests? And then there's the kitten. Little more than a month left. You must be the most eager of the lot.
That's enough.
Huh. Just shut up about the world already. All this holier than thou crap. You're only doing it for yourselves. You just fight out of self-pity. Flailing around thinking you can make a difference. When I see off lives, I do it with purpose.
Mia.
Just one more day, one more minute. You've no idea how many lives we've sent. All the friends we had, wishing they'd had more time. That was each and every day for us. But it was all we could do. It was all we had to believe in, day in, day out. You are an Offseer? And when we finally made it to the city, I realized there was a whole different world out there. They're so lucky. I really thought that. I was astounded. Just by extending our years, life could be so different. I even saw the beginning of a new life. That tiny little hand that was grasping mine. I can understand why you want to protect that. If that's the now you speak of, we'd never kill that. Still, that's why we're trying to protect it for you. To save our friends. To build a future that would make us free. You've got about a month. That enough? For that? I don't know. My time might be up before our fight is truly over. There's probably not that much I can do.
Mia.
But I've got to try. I'll keep trying while my flame still flickers. And after that,
Yeah, we gotcha. We'll carry on your will. Right, Noah?
Of course. I don't really want to imagine that. But there's just no running away from it. All we can do is move forward. We have to. That day, Guernica entrusted us with this power. And because of that, we made friends with former enemies. Believe us, your now is safe with us, as is the future.
So, that's your argument.
What's this?
For the Cloud Keep, where the real Queen of Agnes has taken her beauty sleep. You'll need that to get in. Kinda like a key. This thing took a liking to... names?
Noah.
Mio. Noah and Mio. I'll remember that. Anyways, the doodad reacted to you two when you teamed up. I think it was probably like telling me to give it to you.
Thank you.
You're helping us now? Still hate the fact that Bitch Queen sent you. But hey, the what's-name did pick you, so... And I did promise.
Promise?
In 3 days, Agnes will be holding a large-scale training exercise on Daedal Isle. Of course, that means minimal security for us. That'll be our chance to escape.
How, then?
Well, the only way I know how. Am I right, you dads?
Yeah! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, the proverbial's gonna hit the fan.
Them's the breaks. Take it or leave it.
All right. In 3 days.
Just do some prison things until then. Oh, just try to keep in line, would ya? We don't want to draw attention.
We'll keep that in mind.
Oh, and a quick word of advice. When all is lost, let him hear you roar. Got that?
Hear us roar.
All that power you wield, that's exactly what it was meant for.
Well, back to a non-voice acted. We're done today. Scuttle back to your hole, you rat bastards. If we keep crowding together like this, nice Mr. Jailer might show up and rile your empty heads together. No worries, we'll clear out. Before you go, just one more word to the wise. If you're gonna pretend to be a model prisoners, you better put some effort into the jobs the gods give you. Oh, is this where it gets tedious? What kind of jobs are they? It's different depending on the day. Anyway, come here again in the morning. What? I started hitting X there instead of A, but be here. We have to wake up early? Looks that way, sweetie. Noah, would be a good idea to sleep early today. Early to sleeping, early to waking. Right. Yeah, that's the way that it works there. And yeah, I understand the feel there in terms of music, as I was just writing there. Uriah's probably it for me. Oh, freaking...
should we go here first?
Yeah, main story thingamabob. In terms of music for me, Uriah first, then Morardain, then maybe Tantal, then maybe Gormott. Maybe. Something like that. Look at that! Really critical master weapons great assholes if I ever saw one. Pardon? This was all Bitch Queen's idea, wasn't it? We're getting any ideas, will ya? Doesn't matter what kind of hotshots you guys think you are. If you're in here, you stick to the rules. This is definitely the Xenoblade Chronicles game with the most swearing in it thus far. Like, without a doubt. Like, everyone was so astounded by, like, the swearing in Xenoblade 2. But man, it was really just dipping the toes in the water before this, you know. But yeah. Wait, that's a memory that you have there? And such. Just kind of, in that kind of sense.
Let's rest.
Let's see
and heal
here.
up.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and save. I wonder how Fiona
to keep
feels
track
about
of our
being
progress.
dragged into a prison here, you know?
Yeah, let's get some food on the go.
I'm envious.
Of what?
You, Mimi, Noah, you're all so incredibly confident.
Who's confident? It's all a big act. I don't know about Noah and Mio. But me, though? I'm pathetic.
Huh?
I'm just acting tough. To pump myself up like I'm not a wimp.
You think you're a wimp?
Yeah. I'm a lot like you.
Huh?
But look, what's wrong with that anyway? If we're weak, there's room to grow. Right? Remember the first time you became Ouroboros? You yelled, "Lance, come with me!" Huh?
Hmm.
You reached out for the strength you needed.
Oh.
Our friend Jorn, he became Mobius. But that wasn't him. That's his life's purpose? Like Spark it is. So I think maybe I want to figure out the purpose of my own life. I want to get stronger. And if Jorn surpassed me, I'll get even stronger than that.
Oh, wow.
I won't be doing it for the recognition, nor to be liked. I'll do it for myself.
Even if people don't recognize it, right?
We're here. This is us. Let's keep being true to ourselves. What's wrong with that?
Same old Lance.
Same old sinner.
Never stop being you, okay? Recognizing your own purpose. Huh. You mind if I pinch that mindset?
What you talking about? Friends don't need to ask.
Huh?
Huh? Here's to us, the mighty weaklings.
Yeah.